This crab and salmon sushi bake is one of my most favorite things to eat, and it's so much fun to make too. If you love sushi, you are absolutely going to be obsessed with this sushi bake. It's everything you know and love about sushi, but it's baked and warm and cozy. Ooh, it's so good, you guys. Let's get into it. You're gonna gather your ingredients. We use some Kewpie mayo here, and we have some cream cheese, some cooked salmon, and we used imitation crab. If it's not your thing, feel free to omit it, or you can use some real crab. But I love the flavor of imitation crab in sushi. And if you didn't know, most sushi comes with imitation crab, like your favorite California rolls, that's imitation crab. You can find imitation crab in most of your local grocery stores. It's usually in the seafood department in a refrigerator case. Go ahead and grab your crab. You're going to shred it up by hand, or you can use a knife to chop it up. You just want to get it into bite-sized pieces. I used 1 6-ounce salmon fillet, and I just seasoned it up real well and popped it in the air fryer until it was cooked through for about 7 minutes or so. Go ahead and add that salmon to your bowl. You want to remove the skin, and then you're going to use a fork or a spoon to just kind of chop it up a little bit so it's in bite-sized pieces, and combine it up with your crab. Once you get everything shredded up and mixed together, you're going to add your room temperature cream cheese right into the bowl with everything else and give it a nice mix. Then add in your Kewpie mayo. Kewpie mayo can be found at most of your local Asian grocery stores, or you can find it online. Use a spoon to mix everything up very, very well. Try to just fold it in so that you don't crush up your salmon and your crab completely, because you don't want it to be super mushy. You want it to be kind of chunky and have a nice bite to it. We also added some Sriracha sauce just because we like things a little bit spicy around here. Incorporate that with your spoon, and then to move on to your rice, we have some sushi grade rice here that we cooked up. You're going to add some rice wine vinegar here and a little bit of sugar. Then you're going to use your spoon to mix everything up until it's fully combined. Once you get that rice wine and everything mixed into your rice, you're going to add it into a baking dish that you have sprayed with some non-stick cooking spray. Pour that rice right into your baking dish, and then you're going to use your spoon to kind of smush it down. You want it to be in one single even layer into the bottom of the dish. Feel free to use whatever rice you have on hand, but sushi grade rice is the best for this because that's what they use in sushi and it's the perfect texture. Then you're going to add some Furikake seasoning right over the top of the rice. It's basically a smashed up seaweed seasoning that you can get online or Asian grocery stores again. Now you're going to layer your salmon and crab mixture right over the top of that rice. Just pour it on out, and then you're going to use your spoon to smash it down into one single layer again. Try not to mash it up too much again because you don't want everything to be super duper mushy. And make sure you get all that cream cheese mixture onto your salmon sushi bake because you want everything to be in one bite. It's so delicious, you guys. Once you get everything put into your baking dish, it should look a little something like this. And now you're just going to place it in your oven at 350 degrees and bake it for about 30 minutes. And while that sushi bake is cooking away, go ahead and start on your toppings. We have some avocados, some cucumber, and some chopped green onions. And this smells so good, you guys. I wish you could smell the house right now. This is what it looks like after about 30 minutes. The top is nice and golden brown. Everything is married and cooked so beautifully. And now the star of the show are the sushi toppings. We're going to go ahead and drizzle on some hoisin sauce right over the top of the sushi bake. Then drizzle on your favorite spicy sauce, which we're using Sriracha again here. Once you get those sauces drizzled over the top, go ahead and start adding your toppings right over it. My favorite part of sushi is the cucumber, so we added lots and lots of diced up cucumber and green onions. Since the sushi bake is so tender and creamy and soft, I love the cucumber and onions because it adds a nice crunchy texture in every single bite. Then you're going to add your sliced up cucumbers. You can also dice the cucumbers or cube them up, but I like them to be a little bit chunky and big, so we added the sliced ones instead. Just make sure you spread everything out in one even layer so you can get everything in every single bite. Then we added some more of that seaweed furikake seasoning right over the top. And to serve this, you guys can eat it straight out of the dish in a bowl with a fork and spoon, but we added ours to some seaweed wraps like so. Y'all, this is the perfect snack to enjoy or dinner. You have to give it a try and enjoy.